What's up, strength fans? Tyler Harnett with MetalPerformance.ca coming at you with a Maui meathead meditation. I hope you can see the beautiful landscape behind us. This is where we've been drinking our coffee each morning down on our vacation in Maui. My Uncle Rock and Auntie Ruth have a house, so special shout out to them for letting us use this beautiful place. We're really happy and really fortunate to have you guys do that for us. So I wanted to send you a quick video just on some travel tips. So for some of you athletes that are heading for these types of vacations and you have big grandiose goals, those goals don't give a crap about your vacation, and there's some things that you can do to make sure that you're staying on your path, you're not straying too far from your goals. A lot of general fitness people that we consult, maybe they're trying to do some fat loss or just trying to feel better, they tell me they almost dread vacations because it throws them so much off their plan. But I'm telling you, if you're at a resort or something and you don't have a kitchen, it's kind of tough to implement some of these things. But if you're staying in like a Airbnb or any type of house, these tips should help you. And the biggest one I'm going to cover, the first one, is avoiding edema. I don't know if any of you guys have ever experienced such a thing, but especially bigger athletes, if you are sitting on a plane and your blood is pooling in your legs and feet. This happened to me one time. I slept on a flight back from, I think it was China. We were flying from Australia home, and I slept for like 10 or 12 hours straight. I just zonked, and I couldn't train when I got home. My legendary giant calves were about twice the same size. So I vowed then and there to never let that affect me again. And one thing that I try to do, and I was particularly bad at it on this flight from Vancouver, was I try to get up every 20 to 40 minutes, do some air squats, stretch on my calves, stretch on my hamstrings, and just kind of move around. I might sit in a deep squat position for 30 seconds. So for you guys, especially you bigger athletes, if you could set a timer on your phone for every 20 to 40 minutes just to get up and move, that's really good to stay ahead of that sort of gross blood pooling thing. Number two, stay hydrated. Every opportunity that those flight attendants come around to give you some water or drinks, get it in you. If it's maybe asking them to cut some, if they've got pure orange juice with water just so that you can get some more in you, or buying a water just before you go. It sounds so simple, but it's something that a lot of us neglect, and I neglect. So make sure and do that. As soon as you get off the plane, get some more water in you. Remember that fluids is only part of hydration. Electrolytes is a big one, so make sure that you're salting your food while you're on vacation, and that'll help you stay hydrated, especially if it's hotter. Like in Maui, it's been 30 or 31 degrees, so I've been sweating like crazy. So I've been having to just crush water and salt for sure. Number three is plan your food, guys. Don't be at the whim of restaurants and whatnot. Of course, if you're on vacation, you got to reset, recharge, maybe take your partner out and, indulge in some good food. But if you're an athlete and eating the type of quantities of food that we need to eat, you can't be doing that from, just purely restaurants. So one thing we did the first day, and I didn't feel like this took away from any of the experience that we had. Our first day, we went to the beach, we body surfed, we planned, Julie's going to go, she's going scuba diving, so we went to a dive shop, we went to several shops and looked around. We also went to Costco and we bought 8 pounds of steak that I barbecued, and while I did that, Julie cooked like 12 cups of rice. So we were prepared to eat. Instead of just 3 restaurant meals a day, we're going to maybe do 1 restaurant meal a day and 4 or 5 regular meals a day. So, if I have to get in, 250 to 300 grams of protein, it's really tough to do that without some extra garbage at restaurants, right? So make sure to plan your food. Number 4, train, you guys. I had a couple conversations with a few people that were asking me if I was actually going to train. Some of the best experiences I've ever had is checking out other gyms around travel. I can go and see different ideas that I can implement at Metal. I can get ideas from different coaches, different athletes. I learn so much when I do this. It's absolutely incredible. So if you're ever down in Maui, one of the best powerlifting gyms I've ever been to around the world is called Ho'omana Barbell. So big shout out to them. They've treated us like family when we're down here, and it's awesome. I've learned tons of organizational ideas from them on that I've taken back to Metal and implemented, and it's really inspiring to see the type of community that they have. And I've seen tons of gyms around that have helped me with that. And yeah, so make sure you guys train. It doesn't have to be, you're setting PRs or anything. In fact, it's kind of hard if you've been flying like crazy, right? But just make sure to get your butt in and move. And lastly, of course, enjoy yourself, guys. You're on vacation. It's time to reset, recharge those batteries, and so that you can come back to your real life and work twice as hard. So hope those 5 tips help you guys out. If I can ever help you with anything, please make sure and reach out, send us an email, send us a message on here. And thanks again for tuning in.